back to my channel. Thank you so much for deciding to click on today's video. It is going to be a fun one. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 10 favorite products for under $10. I love talking about drugstore products here on my channel. I feel like I don't do it as often as I would like to, but I want to get to incorporating more drugstore products into my channel. So I thought this would be a fun kickoff to share with you guys some of my favorite products. So these are going to be my top 10 absolute favorite products that I own that are under $10. So if you guys are ready to hear what those are, go ahead and keep on watching. Is a lip liner from Nyx, and specifically this one color that I use literally so much. I went through two of these. It's my favorite lip liner that I own. Even my high-end MAC ones, anything this one trumps at. So this is the Nyx lip liner in the shade Natural. These retail for $3.99. They are such a good lip liner. The pencil on them is just super easy to apply. I need to sharpen mine a bit, but this color in particular is just the perfect shade to go with any nude lip. I can pair this with any of my nude lipsticks, any of my nude glosses. I also have worn this on its own, just applied it all over the lips. It's just my favorite lip liner, and I think that these are such good quality for an affordable price. They have a huge color selection as well, so there's a lot of different ones. This one is another one of my favorites. This one is in Rose, and this one is more of like a pinky shade. I use this one when I'm wearing my pink lipsticks, and this formula lasts a long time too. It lasts really long on the lips, and it's just a really good lip liner. The next item I want to share with you guys that's on my list of my top 10 under 10 is from Covergirl, and this is the Mico-Fine Define Brow Pencil. It has kind of a long name. I love this brow pencil. It is so nice. So these retail for $7.99. I have two different shades here. I have the shade Honey Brown and then also a Soft Blonde. What I like doing is actually combining both of these shades to create like my perfect brow, but I do sometimes just use the Soft Blonde as well. I really enjoy the pencil on these. I feel like it is a really fine tipped pencil, so it works really well to create those brow strokes. The pencil has a little bit of wax to it, so when you're applying it, it actually sticks really well to your brows, and it also does a good job of shaping your brows. So here is the shade there, and you can tell that with the pencil, it's like you have to apply a little bit of pressure when you use it, and I like that because it's easy to not go in too crazy. You just use really light pressure. You can kind of go really hard if you want to, and it's not going to look too harsh. And I feel like there is a lot of product in these. I've been using them for quite some time. They also have a nice spoolie on the back. This is probably my favorite drugstore brow product that I own. I really enjoy these. I couldn't do this video without mentioning the next item. If you guys are new to my channel, then you might not know my love for this, but if you've been here a while, you know that this is my favorite foundation of all time. This is the Maybelline Matte+Poreless foundation. This retails on Ulta, it says $7.99, but I've seen it in Walmart for about $6, $5.49 or something like that. And you can also get coupons from Maybelline, which is awesome. This is such a good foundation, you guys. It's just one of my favorites. It is a medium to full coverage foundation. The coverage that it gives is really nice. It lasts all day on my skin. The only con to it is the packaging because it is just a bottle, so you do have to dump it out. I've actually purchased and added a pump to mine, so my one that I'm using right now is a pump foundation. I have so many bottles of this. I have one for like every time of the year and every shade that I might be because it's such a good foundation. I just love the way it looks on my skin. It looks very natural, but it also gives me nice coverage, and it just looks very radiant, but it looks matte. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just one of my favorites. It's such a good foundation, and I love it so much. This next item I want to tell you guys about has quickly became my favorite mascara out of all the mascaras. This is the Wonderfully Real Mascara from Rimmel London. This is only $5.99, and when I tell you guys this is my favorite, it is such a good mascara. It's definitely my favorite. This is a complete dupe for the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. It reminds me of the wand from the Benefit mascara, and sometimes with that spidery wand, I don't always love it, but with this mascara, I enjoy it so much. It does a really good job of volumizing my lashes. It also does a good job of separating them. It also does a good job of lengthening them. It just does everything that I want. I typically kind of like that kind of spidery type of lash, and that does this really well. I just think it's a really good mascara. It's super black. It also works really well with falsies. I think it blends blends really nice with them. It's just became one of my favorites and I love it. So next I want to talk about my favorite highlighter for under $10. This is the Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek from Colourpop. This is such a blinding highlight, you guys. I've had this one in my collection for so long. It is just the most beautiful, wet looking, stunning, blinding highlight that I think I've ever had for such an affordable price. This is only $8 and it's lasted a really long too. I've had mine for a really long time, but it's kind of more of like a putty type, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of has a very wet feeling when you apply it. You can apply this with a brush, you can apply it with your finger. It just glides right on the skin, it melts into the skin, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful highlight. I love a lot of the Super Shock Cheeks from Colourpop. This one is just my favorite shade out of all of them, but I definitely recommend, if you guys haven't tried these, checking them out. The next thing on my list is from Profusion, and Profusion is one of those brands that I recommend quite often here on my channel for affordable products that are really good quality. The item I want to talk about is the Siennas palette. This is new from Profusion. This retails for $9.99 and it comes with a brush. There are so many different shades in here, you guys, for $9.99. This is insane. The pigmentation of this palette is so good. The mattes in here are so blendable, super pigmented, and the shimmers are also really, really foiled and very beautiful. I find that the looks I've created with this palette are just so stunning. I like that it's a neutral palette. You have your yellow in there as well. You can create some really fun looks and also some really wearable looks. And I just love their eyeshadow palettes in general. I have quite a few of them. Another one that I really like from them is the Mixed Metals Peach palette. This one is also really, really good. The shadows in here are awesome. They perform really, really nicely. And I really love their Blush and Glow. I just got this one. I also am a huge fan of their Way to Glow kit. There's so many products from Profusion that I really, really like. So I am recommending this palette. It is newer to my collection, but I tried a lot of their eyeshadow palettes in the past and I really, really enjoy them. So they're definitely a brand that if you are looking for a high quality product that is affordable, I would definitely check them out. The next item I want to tell you guys about is from Pacifica, and this is the Crystal Power Hydro Mist. This is a glowy mist that you can use to set your makeup. You can also apply it before your makeup. You can use it to spritz your brushes. This is from Pacifica. This retails for $10, so it is right on the spot. But this is such a good mist. I find this very comparable to my other high-end glowy mists. I don't want to say it's like exactly the same as my Tatcha mist, but I feel like I get the same effect with this one as I do with the Tatcha one. It has a really good smell. The mister on it is also really nice. It's a nice fine mist. So let me apply it. You can tell that it gives a luminosity to my skin, a dewiness to it, and it doesn't sit on my skin, like it melts into it, which is what I really like about it. Next in my top 10 under 10 is from L.A.Girl, and these are their Glide Gel Liners. I've used these for so long now. I recommend them a lot. These are $3.99, and they are such a good eyeliner for your waterline. They are super pigmented. This is one of my favorites. This one is the Aquatic, I believe. Yes, Aquatic. I also really like the Mermaid shade. I use these a lot in my waterline. That one is just a hint darker than the Aquatic one. I also really like the black one and using that in my waterline. They have a white pencil, and I just find that these look really good in the waterline and they last a long time. Like, these will stay all day. They're super affordable for the $3.99 price. I just feel like they're very comparable to other high-end gel eyeliners that I have. I feel like they're comparable to the Urban Decay ones. They have a ton of shades in these as well, so you can definitely find one for every single look that you like to do. Also, the black one is really good. These are just my favorite for the waterline. So next I want to chat about some lip products. So these are from NYX, and these are the Soft Matte Lip Creams and then also the Intense Butter Glosses. So I couldn't pick between the two because I equally love them the same. The Soft Matte Lip Creams are more of a matte lip. They're going to last longer. And then the Butter Glosses are more of a really super shiny kind of glossy look. The Soft Matte Lip Creams dry down really nicely. They're very comfortable on the lips. And then the Butter Glosses are just so shiny and so gorgeous. This one is my favorite, I think, out of all my nudes, all my glosses that I own. This one is in Leches. I can never say that right, Leches. This one is just a really pretty pinky nude shade. It's just the perfect mauve nude gloss. It's so, so good. These retail for $6.49. I think they went up a bit because when I was on Ulta, I was like, I thought they were $5.99. For the longest time, I think they were $5.99. They must have upped their price on it. But the matte creams as well are just really, really comfortable. They have a bunch of different shades on them. When you do apply them, they seem kind of like a whipped type of formula, but then they dry down really, really nicely. The color payoff on them is just really, really good. They have a ton of different shades to choose from. One of my favorites, this one is Stockholm. This is a nude shade that I really, really love. And I just really enjoy the formula of these. And like I said, there is a ton of different colors of them. And I think NYX does a great job with their lip products. They are very good quality for an affordable price. All right, and the very last product that is my favorite for under $10 is actually a sponge. So I wanted to kind of make this video all about the products, but I had to include this because it is such a good product. So this is the Morphe sponge, and this is a $7 sponge. You guys, this is my favorite sponge from the drugstore. I say drugstore, but you can get this at Ulta. But it is such a good sponge. It's so soft. I also love that it has the curved sides. I feel like I use it, mine is quite dirty. I use it all the time for kind of carving out my contour. I use it for setting my under eyes. I use it for blending out my concealer. It's just a really, really good sponge. And it's just, I don't know, it's so soft, and I find myself even reaching for this more than my beauty blender, which kind of surprises me. The quality of it is just so good. I am very picky when it comes to my sponges. I like them to be a certain way, which is why I was very skeptical of trying this one. But for the $7, I do not think you can go wrong. This is by far my favorite affordable sponge I've ever tried, and I really recommend it if you guys haven't checked it out yet. So that is going to do it for my top 10 products for under $10. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my favorites from the drugstore. Please let me know down in the comment section what some of your favorites are that are under $10. I would love to see some of your choices. Maybe I can find some new favorites. Please share those in the comment section. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you guys go, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, friends.